Alright, it is January 24th and it is Wednesday. And good day in the markets. Only had one trade. It was a really good trade and it was quick. So I saw a good setup and didn't hesitate too much and executed. And yeah, it was a quick trade. Literally got like a 4-to-1 risk to reward. Got like 12 and 3/4 points, so like almost 13 points. But like, so I mean, you see P&L 124. So yeah, let's get into this and pull up SPY. So I mean, we pumped up a lot like pre-market, which was kind of surprising. But coming from that cup and handle that we had yesterday, it's honestly not too surprising. So I kind of came in today, like I marked my levels, like pre-market high. I mean, this is the high from a couple of days ago, so I had that marked as well. I was thinking we could honestly like come down, fill the gap, but I mean, we kind of did that like end of day, but not the beginning of the day. I mean, we had a nice sell-off once we opened, like just this, but NQ was kind of just like chopping in the morning while ES was selling off. So while ES was selling off, NQ was just remained in the 15-minute range and just made this double bottom. So I mean, once it made that double bottom, like yeah, it's on the 1-minute chart, on the 5-minute chart. Wow, looks a little better, but I mean the body isn't all the way down here. Like it looks a little better on 1-minute chart, and it's like it's more spread out. So that double bottom made me wanted to look for a long. So I mean NQ's view up was really like down here, so I couldn't take it off NQ. Q's was a little bit above NQ's view up, so I could have taken it off NQ's view up or QQQ's view up, but I mean we didn't retest it. So I mean like just like a double bottom here, break and then retest is what like the first thing I was looking for, but we never retested view up on Q's. But on SPY, we broke above the pre-market high, or actually no, that wasn't yet. NQ we broke above the pre-market high. So like once we hit that double bottom, we just kept pushing up, and we broke the pre-market high, which let me pull this up on. Technically, the pre-market high is right here because the 729 candle is a little bit above, but like I originally had it like at this spot, so when it broke, SPY's when it was coming up, so like we broke out of NQ's pre-market high 815, and 815 we're just entering back into the 15-minute range on SPY and ES. So SPY and ES, or SPY was breaking VWAP, same thing kind of with ES. At like 815 we were breaking back into the 15-minute range and also broke above VWAP. So I was looking if we could tap, like if we could get a break in the retest of the pre-market high on NQ and also bounce on SPY. So the pre-market high technically should be the 729 candle. So it should be like right here. So we break, pull back, like a small pullback, but this wasn't a small break above pre-market high. Like usually like for like fake outs of the pre-market high, like it'll come up just a little bit. Like maybe it'll open above it, but it'll just kind of reverse back down pretty quickly. But this was a nice break above, so I was looking for a retest, and this came down and tapped the 15-minute range and kind of like the pre-market high. And on SPY, we broke above VWAP, came down. Let me get rid of this. See, this one came down, it wicked, which was the wick that touched VWAP on ES. You see right here, like this is the 820 candle. It just wicked to bounce off VWAP on ES, but SPY kind of just it wicked it, and the candle closed above. Like it didn't really close on it, but it was like close enough to where I liked it. So I took it on the next candle because I waited for this candle to close before I got in. and I got in on this candle. I had my entry was a little bad, like it was literally like this top wick, but it was close enough to where my stop is 3 points, so it was still like it's 18, so my stop is gonna be 15. So yeah, my stop was right here, and I knew my stop was gonna be right there, and I thought it was still good enough, so I got that entry because I actually did like the setup. Like I had like there was a great setup yesterday. I didn't think this one was great, or else I would have gone in with 4 contracts. I thought it was like a good setup. It was better than decent, so I got in with 2 contracts. And also, I should add, at the time, NQ was like when I was getting the trade, NQ was already up 1% on the day, and I noticed that, and that was kind of the only downside going into trade. That was the kind of only thing I was like, meh. But I didn't really care. Like we were up 1%. Like it can still go higher than that. So, and SPY and ES were only up about, I think it was like a third of a percent or something. It was only up like 0.3% or something. So yeah, it was holding nice. Yeah, I got in on this candle. It was holding nicely right here on SPY, on the VWAP, and then ES it was just wicking it. So that looked good, and it was 15-minute range and pre-market high. We're holding on NQ and Qs as well. So I mean, just it holding by itself, that looked really good, and just straight like after it finished holding, it just shot up, and I was targeting. So there was ES's pivot up here, which I was kind of trying to target it. I had my profit or my take profit at 34, so it's like 2 ticks below, or I guess a tick or two below the pivot point. So I had my TP at 34. So I was looking to get like my entry was 18, so I was looking to get literally like 16 points on this trade. But when we pushed up, there wasn't any pullback at all. So like what I was kind of expecting was, so like us hold right here, come up, maybe have a little bit of resistance at the pre-market high, because this is like the pre-market high on ES and SPY. Maybe have like a little bit of resistance right here, kind of like pull back, retest off the pre-market high and bounce off of it, and then touch the pivot. But that didn't happen. We literally just straight pumped up here. And so I didn't want to wait, because I was already at 13 points was right up here, because this is where I exited. And I didn't want to wait on a I didn't want to wait on a pullback to potentially it come up to my profit target just for an extra 3 points, because my TP was up here and price was right here. I just we were already up like 1.3% on NQ. SPY and ES were reaching up 1% on the day. So I just didn't want to wait for a pullback and then it hit the TP just for like 3 points. So I didn't take it, or I took it off right up here. I took it off at liquidity. So I mean, that's why I printed like the top, because I mean I was looking at Bookmap, DOM. That's where all the liquidity was. So yeah, I hit it right there, and it was just chopping a lot after that. And I mean NQ, oops, like NQ came up a little more. So like I took it off right here on like ES, came down, and honestly I almost got back in right here just because this looked really nice, and it bounced off SPY's VWAP. But I mean it came up after that. I mean SPY didn't have that much a move after it. Like yeah, it pulled back and it was just chopping, and it only came up like a couple more points after where I closed it. So I'm not really upset about like missing a couple points like that, so I don't really mind. I got a good close, and yeah, it was a quick trade. I'm pretty sure it was like 23 minutes. 8:22, 8:45. Literally 23-minute trade. 13 points. It's like it looked really good. It was quick. So yeah, only one trade today. I saw the good setup, got it, and it was good. I wasn't expecting anything crazy today, and it was a good day. And I can officially say I'm $100 away from my profit target on the eval. I'm at 10,900 and some change. So I just had to reach 11,000, and your boy's finna get funded. So I'm getting there. I'm literally one trade off. So one win, I can get it. So yeah, that's gonna be nice. Yeah, I actually like it's gonna be nice. So I only want to focus on like my next trade. I want it to be good. Like I want it to be a good setup. I don't want it to be like some decent setup. I don't want to like. There's still 2 more trading days, Thursday and Friday. So like I could get it this week. I could pass it this week. So we'll see. I'm not gonna. I don't want to like press it, but I just want to be patient. Wait for a good setup to take, and execute. Don't hesitate, because hesitation can mess you up sometimes. And it's just the small things in trading can really like define your trade, I guess. I don't know how to put it, but that's all. Up 124, and yeah, see y'all tomorrow.